Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend,
And I am James, your black friend,
and this is the Fat and Black Connection.
where we talk about anything and everything, as long as it's interesting to us.
Absolutely, because if it's not interesting to us, it certainly shouldn't matter to you.
One or two.
Two.
Cool. All right. Busting out two beers tonight. That's why I'm so this is the craft Haus, Haus. So I'm guessing and then this is the Cat's Meow. The Heels
Meow.
Lager.
Well, while you crack that little thingy, we are live. It is March 26th, 2025. We are back after a week off. It's going to be a big episode, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot to talk about tonight, and we've got some huge announcements in regards to Kaboom-Con. So stick around. We're going to be talking about a lot of fun stuff. We got Pop Culture Kaboom checking in already. Hey. Welcome, Jimmy, I assume. A lot to talk about, a lot to show off. But before we dive on in, if you will, how you been? We took a week off last week. That was on me.
It's all good.
I was traveling. Went to California, the evil empire, if you will.
Going back to Cali.
Yes.
Cali.
Yes. Went to Cali to visit the in-laws. We went to Monterey. Went to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. So it was a good time. You know, primarily for the kid.
Do you see any? You see the sea weasels?
The sea weasels.
Yeah.
Are those sea otters?
Yeah.
Yes, there were two actually, and I thought it was kind of funny. And my wife pointed this out as well. And I'm not going to pull up the picture online because I just ain't nobody got time for that. But I kind of wanted to take this image and post it and replace it with Fat and Black names. But anyways, yeah. So we saw the sea otters, we saw the penguins. I didn't know they had penguins in there now.
They've had penguins in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't been to the Monterey Bay Aquarium for like 15 years.
Well, the last time I was there, they had some stuff that was closed off, but or like animals were asleep. But yeah, it was also at night too, so it was a nighttime. It was a nighttime thing. So
yeah, we were there first thing in the morning when they opened at 10. We drove down Wednesday and Wednesday night, checked into a hotel at like 11:30 at night, and we were out of the hotel by 8 a.m. Or probably 9:15 to go over to the aquarium, which opened at 10. We were there for a few hours. Then we ate at Bubba Gump's.
Nice.
Which was actually my first time. I'd never been there before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it was really good. The mac and cheese there, I got to look up that recipe, man. It was really, really good.
Yeah, Bubba Gump's is a good time.
And Daryl claims to have a sea weasel. How's that beer taste, by the way?
It's all right.
Okay. So then we headed back to Livermore, which is where the in-laws live, to stay at their place for a couple of nights, and then we headed back home. But all that to say, a lot has happened in the last 2 weeks. A lot to talk about. What have you been up to?
I went to go see Snow White.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
That's not encouraging. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I'm not saying it was I thought bad. I thought it was going to be like bad, but it was like it was okay.
Yeah, I heard it. People couldn't get over seeing Lord Farquaad throughout the film.
Huh?
She looks more like Lord Farquaad with that ridiculous haircut.
No, I didn't really think that, but.
And I also heard that Dopey speaks, which I'm a little annoyed by.
Yeah, well, it was understandable why they did it. I get it, but at the same time, yeah, I feel it.
Mm-hmm. So a $250 million film that only brought in around 80 million worldwide opening weekend. That is a bomb. That is really, really bad. Really bad. So maybe she should keep her mouth shut instead of offending people. But that's a different issue.
I honestly thought that movie had been canceled. Like,
it basically has been.
I thought it'd been canceled. Like, but apparently it. Yeah, I didn't. I went to go see it on Tuesday. I went to see it yesterday because that's cheap movie day, and so I was like, oh, I'm not paying full price for it. All good.
Sure, why not? Well, speaking of movies, huge announcement today. Avengers Doomsday has started filming. And just before we went live, James hadn't actually watched the video. For those of you that haven't watched the video, I'm sorry, we're going to spoil it for you here. So if you haven't watched it, get ready to hear about it. So it's basically a video that shows these chairs lined up, and you see the backs of the chairs, and it pans down, and you see the names revealed as they're going through. So I've got the list of names. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Chris Hemsworth, also known as Thor. Vanessa Kirby, Sue Storm.
Okay, Sue Storm. All right.
Anthony Mackie.
Actually, no, Captain America.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sebastian Stan.
Winter Soldier.
Bucky Barnes, yeah.
Oh, is he going? He's Bucky Barnes now?
Well, yeah, because he's
not Winter Soldier.
Office,
yeah,
so.
That's right. He's not Winter Soldier anymore.
Letitia Wright.
That is that. What's her name? Black Panther. No, actually, I guess she's the Black Panther now.
Yes, Shuri, or the new Black
Shuri.
Panther.
That's right. I was like,
Paul Rudd.
Ant-Man.
Wyatt Russell.
That is U.S. agent.
Yep, John Walker, U.S. agent. Tenoch Huerta Meja.
You said that was the Namor?
Correct. Ebon Moss-Bachrach.
I don't remember who.
Ben Grimm, the Thing.
Oh, Ben Grimm.
Simu Liu.
That is Shang-Chi.
Florence Pugh.
That is what did she go by?
Yelena Belova.
Yeah, but what was her? She wasn't like a Black Widow or anything. She didn't take over Black Widow's mantle or anything.
No, not officially. No.
Yeah.
This one, you seem to be very surprised by this one, but I mean, he was in the post-credit scene of the Marvels, and that's Kelsey Grammer, Hank McCoy. Beast.
Well, yeah, but that's because we haven't seen him since like one of the last. Well, yeah, we saw him in that, but I'm
just saying he had been already introduced into MCU.
Yeah.
So you kind of were like, what? And I was like, that one wasn't as much of a surprise.
Well, I just didn't expect him. I didn't really expect it. That's all.
So this next one hasn't officially been introduced yet, only because the film hasn't released yet. But Lewis Pullman as Sentry, which we will see in Thunderbolts coming out here soon.
Okay.
Next up is Danny Ramirez. Joaquin Torres, Falcon.
Oh, yeah, right. Falcon. New Falcon.
Yes. Joseph Quinn. Johnny Storm.
Okay. The new John. The new Johnny Storm.
Yes. David Harbour. That's the Red Guardian.
Yes.
And yes, Jimmy, we are going through the list of it. And she was technically the White Widow. I mean, that's in the comics. I don't think that they've referred to her as that in the MCU yet. Next up, we've got Winston Duke, M'Baku, Hannah John Kamen. That's Ghost.
Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston.
Loki. That's
you kind of you lost it a little bit there.
Yeah.
This is where you really lost it.
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart, Charles Xavier, Professor X.
Yes.
Ian McKellen,
yes.
Magneto. Alan Cumming, Nightcrawler. Yes. Rebecca Romaine, Mystique. James Marsden, Cyclops. Channing Tatum, Gambit.
Yes.
Pedro Pascal, Mr. Fantastic.
Yes.
And of course, the last one revealed, Robert Downey Jr.
Which we already knew.
Yes, of course, he will be playing Doom.
Yeah.
So, super exciting, huge cast, right? And what's interesting here is a lot of people have already pointed out. There's so many not identified, right?
Not identified. Yeah, not
here. like, and they may not be in it, right? Strange may not be in it. Spider-Man may not be in it, right? They may be, because there is a Spider-Man film coming out around that time. There's talks of a Strange film coming out around that time. So it's entirely possible that we could see them in other places, but there's also so many other characters that weren't revealed here that,
like, Wasp wasn't there, and
yeah, and what's her name that's playing Ironheart now, and
yeah,
the Marvels.
yeah, none of them were there.
So there's either this is like the first one, and hey, here's who's filming right now, and we'll get another one later, or I don't know.
I could very well see that happening too.
But just so exciting, Avengers Doomsday.
That's a lot of chairs. That's a lot of and it's the Russos doing this one, right?
They're doing both. Yeah.
Yeah, because the Russo, I you know what? I feel like they're the only ones that can handle a cast of this size.
I mean, they proved that they could do it with Civil War, and then they did it with Infinity War and Endgame. So
yeah, so I mean, I think like whatever they do, they have the recipe for it. So
yeah, so if you haven't seen it, it's a great video. The music is exciting. You get some of the X-Men theme when they start showing off the X-Men.
You will lose if you are you will lose your mind.
I mean, yeah, it's very enjoyable. Anyways,
damn, I already finished one beer. That's crazy.
I'm sorry, you drank your entire beer already?
Yeah, I have another one. So
it must have been good.
It was all right. Like, it wasn't like it was mostly because I had to get down. I actually, you know, I like the can more than I like the beer.
Fair enough.
I really like this can. This is a good looking can. Here, let me show you real quick. You won't be able to see it very well. It's kind of that art. Hold on. Yeah. It's kind of the Art Deco. It's kind of an Art Deco type feel on the can.
Okay.
Which again, I guess, was the whole thing about this month's beer collection. So
the whole beer collection was a little artsy this month.
Yeah, it was like a throwback to like the 20s. It's more like like the ballrooms, here, like, damn, hold on, let me turn this light down.
I was gonna say, you just gotta turn that light off, man.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you see how that
yeah,
it's very 20s.
Now show us the beer can. Okay.
Yeah, that's a little bit better, but yeah.
Is that a dragon? Is there a dragon on there?
No, it's called the Cat's Meow. It looks like a
No, I see the cat, but is the red thing coming up the side?
Oh, it's like a woman in like almost like a flapper or something.
Okay. So we are live. We are interactive. It is 8:16 p.m. So send your messages. We're here to talk with you as well. Huge news. Oak Bridge passed 300,000 downloads. And I actually was just looking at it before we came on tonight, and it's actually just past 325,000.
Nice.
So season 2 is coming.
Yes.
Very soon.
Yes.
Episode 1 is in the can, ready to go.
Yes.
Episode
2 is almost there.
Yep. So I'm thinking at this pace, if Joe can keep it up, you can keep it up. We might have all 10 episodes in the can before we even release the first episode of season 2.
That's hoping.
That's kind of what we're going for, right?
Yep.
And I've got a little snack. So these are Japanese watermelon gummy candies, fruity and soft.
Yeah.
So they say with real fruit juice, rich aroma and fruity sweetness. And they are individually wrapped.
Oh, that's interesting.
So,
hopefully,
the smell, as soon as I opened the bag, it
hopefully it's better than that last watermelon stuff you had.
Came pouring out. Let's see. Okay.
They just pumped the bag full of...
So it's a little gummy.
Oh, interesting. I would have thought it would have been more red, like red and green type, or something.
It is very chewy.
Yeah.
Almost hard chewy.
Oh. Like
but it tastes
like Now and Later or Starburst chewy?
Yeah, kind of like that. A little bit softer than that, but not much.
Okay.
And it tastes like watermelon. It doesn't taste like that fake watermelon like Jolly Rancher watermelon. It tastes like
Or the
real
Sour
watermelon.
Patch Kid watermelon.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Oh. Well, I decided, I don't know if you've seen these online or whatever, but they're carnivore snacks. I decided I was going to try them. And so I bought a 3-pack.
Okay.
I got pork loin, brisket, and the one I haven't tried yet is skirt steak. So I will tell you, when you open the bag, it smells awful. Like, it is not a good smell.
Oh.
But it's literally, but the thing is, it's 2 ingredients. It's beef and salt, and that's it. Like, or whatever meat and salt. So it doesn't taste great. It doesn't smell great, but it tastes phenomenal. So this is skirt steak.
Oh, so is it like jerky or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's basically what it is. It's jerky.
Okay.
I had a pork loin and brisket, and this is skirt steak. I'm making sure to save you some.
Okay.
For when you come.
Please.
But yeah, no, it's really good. It was expensive. It was way more expensive than I would normally pay for, but I was like,
Steven checking in. What's up, man?
Hey, congratulations, man. Got married on Pi Day.
Yes. Welcome to the married life. Yes, we will, just as an update, in just a couple short weeks, we will be rocking and rolling around Vegas for a few days.
Yep.
So anybody out there, if you're going to be heading into Vegas for WrestleMania weekend, hit us up.
Let us know. We'll be there.
We will be at Friday Night SmackDown, Monday Night Raw, and NXT Takeover. Or
Stand and Deliver.
Yes, Stand and Deliver. My apologies. So we'll be out there, probably finding some good eats as well.
Yep.
And are we watching WrestleMania at your place or?
Yeah, my place.
Okay.
Yeah, because then we can use that money that they were going to charge to go to like wherever, and we can just use that to buy food.
Yeah, so anybody who's interested in partying with us for WrestleMania, if you're not actually going to WrestleMania, party's going to be at James's. So you got to hit us up. We'll get you the address and the coordinates.
Yes. For Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, Saturday, Sunday night at James's.
Yeah.
We'll be rocking, drinking.
Hey, here's a question. Did you? I was gonna try and because I know the store opens up on Thursday. Well, the WrestleMania, whatever that is, the
WWE World.
Yeah. I know that opens up on Thursday. I was gonna go try and see if I can get into the store. Just mainly because I wanted to see if I can get in the store for free. I didn't want to pay to go see the WWE World. I'm cool off of that. I just want to go see the store. If I can get in there free, I will be more than happy to go back on Friday when you get here. If you want to go check that out.
You know, I'm coming in probably Thursday, right?
Oh, you're coming Thursday?
Yeah, so I'm off on Thursday from work. So I'm like debating right now, do I come down Wednesday night and then maybe work Thursday so I don't have to use annual leave? But yeah, worst case, I'm coming down Friday morning, early, right? So I'm probably going to come down. I think I'm probably going to leave Wednesday night.
Okay, whenever. I was just spitballing. I was like, yo, this is what. Just because I was like, I planned on going down to check it out to see if I can get in there, and if not, then I was going to try. I'd have to figure something else out.
Yeah, so this is the weekend of 420. So Saturday, April 19th is WrestleMania Night 1. Saturday, April 20th is WrestleMania Night 2. But again, we're going to SmackDown Friday night on the 18th. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably going to come down. So I'm there Thursday. So we can find stuff to do. Now, did you hear they're doing WrestleMania After Dark?
What?
Saturday night, Sunday night, and I think it's Monday night as well. They're doing what's called WrestleMania After Dark at the Mont Bleu. It's like an after party where like WWE wrestlers are going to show up and they've got like DJs or performers that are going to be performing in the club, or I don't know.
I didn't hear about that. I knew like they had the roast of WrestleMania or whatever.
Yes, that is happening as well.
And I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so WrestleMania is getting to be way too big.
Yeah. Oh, this is the brisket. It looks more like bacon, and it's delicious.
Is that just like a strip of fat on it? Is that what that is? Or
yes. Well, the white part?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And it is delicious.
Okay.
Melts right off.
Yeah, no. So this last Sunday, your boy was over on the Pop Culture Kaboom radio show.
Yeah.
I hopped on to represent 97 Now Productions, trying to talk about what we've got going on, what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Jimmy, over at Pop Culture Kaboom for having me on. And of course, he rushed me off. He didn't give me enough time to talk about everything I wanted to talk about.
Go.
Yeah, 20, 23, 24 minutes it's just not enough time. I need more time than that, Jimmy.
Whenever full segment of your show.
Whenever you're planning to have me, you should just plan to have me in the studio so I could be there the whole episode.
A full segment of the show.
Yeah. No, just the whole show.
And then make comments throughout
just a full 3 hours on nothing but 97 and Now Productions. I mean, we do comics, right? That's one of their 7 pillars, right? We do audio drama, which I could fall in line with books or something, right? We do cons, right, and events. So, I mean, 97 Now Productions basically is the 7 pillars of pop culture.
You ain't wrong.
Pop culture entertainment, sorry, to be specific.
Right.
So, just you posted this, so I'm guessing you want to talk about it. The trailer dropped, the teaser trailer for Happy Gilmore 2. Yeah. What'd you think? I watched it. I don't know how I feel about it.
Me neither. I posted it mostly because, like, this is. I think. I mean, I can speak for myself. I'm a big fan of the first one.
Mm-hmm. I've easily watched the first one 100 times. It was a great film as a kid and, teenager, and it was just one of those ones that you could put on a loop and watch over and over. Just yeah, absolutely great. But watching this trailer, I was just like,
I was like, what, did he lose his groove?
Well, it almost looks like it's just going to be the first film redone, almost.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't understand. Like, he has a statue, which is kind of cool. But
yeah, because it looks like SpongeBob.
Who's this? Who's this beaver-looking dude?
Yeah. Did you check out this trailer for what is it, Electric City?
Yeah, I watched that. I've watched that trailer on Netflix a few times. I've been watching Cobra Kai, so like that's one of the ones that pops up.
What do you think?
I'm probably in. I mean, like it's in my watch list. So
okay, I was interested by the concept of it, and then I watched the trailer, and I was just like, meh. I was more interested before I saw the trailer. And now I'm kind of like, maybe I don't care. I'll probably watch it, but maybe I don't care.
Like I said, it's in my watch list. I only have a few more episodes of Cobra Kai to get through.
Talk about wrestling just for a couple more minutes. So the last couple weeks on wrestling, we've seen John Cena come out and just destroy the audience.
Yo, it's been great.
And like, I love this iteration because it's heel, but it's not like it is true. Like, I feel like this could be exactly how he feels, right, and has felt. Like it feels. It doesn't feel like Hollywood Hulk Hogan. You know what I mean?
No.
Because that's what a lot of people were trying to compare this to was when he turned heel.
Hogan was like a horrible heel.
Yeah, but it was also like a bigger than life character, and it was where this this just feels like John Cena, but really probably his true self, where the other John Cena was like, you know, a superhero cartoon version of this guy.
Yeah. And I mean, I absolutely, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Fair enough. So I don't know if you know, because
this is the next one.
Okay, what do you got?
This is Starlight Room.
Okay.
A red rye ale.
Okay. While you crack that open, so I don't know if you know, but Assassin's Creed Shadows dropped.
Oh, I got it. I already started playing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm impressed. You've never been one to start playing these when they release.
No, I know, and that's, I mean, like, I started it last night. I mean, I bought it like pre-ordered for PlayStation because I guess it dropped later. But I pre-ordered on PlayStation and I got it a couple days before. But last night was the night I literally sat down and started getting into it a little bit.
So this was the first one that I didn't play on release day, and that's only because I was in California. So we didn't get back from California until Saturday. But Saturday night, I sat down and I've been playing, 2 to 3 hours a day since then. And
the cinematics in this game are ridiculous.
I'm going to say this right now. Have you gotten through the prologue?
Yeah.
And have you gotten through the first chapter?
I got to where she's decided that she's going to take out the people that killed her father.
Okay. So no way, by the way.
No way. Yes.
So, this for me is the best Assassin's Creed story probably since 2. And it might even be better than 2. Like,
that's big, bro.
So I don't have you as you've been going through the map, have you been going to the different areas where like you meditate and
yeah, I did the first the first meditation on my way back to
okay, well there's
the house.
There's a number of those, and so you're getting this depth of backstory, and these are not quick little like 30-second 1 minute cutscene.
Yeah. And no, these are full on
missions.
The first one I did, yeah, you had to basically lay low, hide, and then just basically run, and then to get to where you're meeting I guess the leader of your village.
But yeah, each of these are probably anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how good you are or whatever.
Yeah.
But
that one, yeah, the first one, it definitely.
But from like a character development, background, story,
you learn a lot.
This story is so well done. I mean,
I now understand why it took so long.
I will say, I have not been brought to tears by a video game in a very long time, and this one already has.
Oh,
so you probably haven't gotten there yet. You will.
Yeah. But if that's the case, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. I watched if we were talking about bringing to tears over something animated, I didn't get brought to tears. My eyes welled up when I watched the Wild Robot. Now streaming on Peacock, not sponsored, but hey, we'll take that. But no, I mean, just playing through that first section with what's his name?
M'Baku.
No, not M'Baku. I can't remember his name right now. But getting to play through a little bit of his story and then jumping to her story, it was kind of like, okay. So you've already got a feel of how the two characters work.
Yeah, and also, again, timeline wise, it like shifting from his perspective to her perspective, and you'll see as you get further. Because I'm always going to be ahead of you. You have a tendency to grind on the main story, where we may be at the same place, but I'll play a lot more hours than you because I like to do all the side missions. I
Oh
like
no,
to.
I 100. I do a lot of the side. Like I said, on my way, like after I was healed up and left the little village, the little village that I was in. I left there and I went down to. I was heading towards the I guess hideout now, but I was on my way there. I saw a little symbol, so I diverted, and that's where I did that mission with her, the meditation point. And then I actually went to the first one of the first eagle views so that I could do that. And then we actually ended up back in the village where I started, but I ended up finding the scrolls and then I went to the house. So yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just say, like, when I first got control and was able to start free roaming, if you will, I one of the things I love to do right away is whatever area of the map I'm in is go to all the eagle points and go collect those. Well, I don't know if have you gone to any of the castles yet?
No, not really. I've just like I said, I've literally just I got to that the hideout part and then I saved it from there and
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna get back on it tonight.
a lot of the eagle points um are castles, and in these castles there's like a submission that you can do where you take out some guys and then you get it unlocks this chest with really good gear. Um, but then at the very top of the castle building, if you will, that's where the eagle point is. So, um, but all that to say, the map is massive, and this image maybe doesn't really do it justice. Um,
Is this
kind
is this Egypt size or bigger?
so I'll put it in perspective like this. The study that's been done on this map and to kind of compare it to some of the other Assassin's Creed games. So this one is approximately 55 square miles big. Okay. And again, comparing, so if we look at Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is still the largest map in any Assassin's Creed game, is 99 square miles.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag was 90 square miles.
Okay.
Now, bear in mind, both of those maps were huge, but they also
Lot
had
of water.
a ton of water.
Right.
Where this one, it's obviously Japan surrounded by water, but the map that you're primarily playing on it's not a water based. Like, yeah, there are boats and you can get on the boats and stuff, but that's not kind of one of the main driving points.
Right. There are rivers and such that run through, but
so for a comparison of more of a land-based primarily game like Valhalla, that was 46 square miles. So this is bigger than Valhalla.
Okay. What about Origins?
They don't cite Origins here, so I'm not sure.
Oh.
Some other games that they do call out for comparison that you've probably played.
I've played all of them.
Well, Marvel Spider-Man.
Oh, that one. Okay.
That one, the first Spider-Man, that was 4.62 square miles.
Just Manhattan.
Yeah, very, very small. Spider-Man 2, I assume you played that one?
Yeah.
That one's 9.2 square miles.
Okay. Yeah.
So again, very small compared to...
Still working on... actually, I haven't played 2 yet. I have Miles Morales, and then I have 2.
Let's see if I can pull up Assassin's Creed Origins map size. 31 square miles. So,
damn. And that seemed huge.
Yeah. So, I'll put it to you this way. I'm assuming you haven't left this portion of the map at all, right?
No, I'm literally... Yeah, I'm about to... One of the things that I was going to go do is get those eagle points so that I can...
Yeah, I'll just say that I got annoyed because of me wanting to go around all the eagle points like I like to do, and realizing how big the map really was and how long it took me to go from one eagle point to the next.
You know what? Actually,
Even if I tried to go in a straight line.
I don't know if this is. I don't know. Like one of the things that irritated me a little bit is that the fact that, like, yeah, I can gallop on the horse and I can have the path, but I can't just lock it in like I used to be able to do.
Oh, where you don't even, you can just let it run. You don't have to think about
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I hear you. I would hope that maybe that'll be an enhancement that they're going to do in an upcoming patch or something. Especially when you are going long distances.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I was going, I'm heading to this place, and it's like but it was, I think it was like over 1,000 kilometers to get there, and so I'm like, okay, cool. So I had the path. I broke off from the path, like I said, to find that first temple thing that I went to, but I was like, okay, so I have to actually do it myself. All right, cool. I did jump off the horse and fight a couple people. Like I on the way I fought I I don't know who the enemies are, so everybody started, like, I was attacking one person and then the other person would try and attack me that I just helped, and so like I was like, okay, well, I'm killing you too. So I was like basically just killing everybody. And then I got to a point when there's a guy with a carrot cart or something. It was turned over and he was getting bullied by soldiers. So I killed those soldiers, saved him, and had a little chat with him. And then I went on. So
and he became a scout for you.
I don't know if he became a scout for me, but he was like, "Thank you so much, lady. Thank you so much." And she's like, I will defend people who, I'll help people who need it, blah, blah. And then I wrote on.
Yeah, so I am absolutely loving this game. I'm excited as well because it feels already like they're trying to get back to what was really great about Assassin's Creed early on with Assassin's Creed
Parkour.
Not just the parkour, but as you'll experience, you may not have yet, but with the modern day story.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's one thing I was actually I haven't got there yet, of course, because I was like, wait, I was thinking about this after the fact. So in Odyssey, we know Layla got kind of tricked into hopping into that machine that was holding what's his name? Not whatever, the dude from Mirage.
Mm-hmm.
It was holding him, and then we got Mirage that was like his story, and I was like, okay, that's cool, whatever. But I was
you're talking about Valhalla, right? Not Mirage.
Yeah, I'm talking about Valhalla. Like that's that's the last time we saw Layla.
Yeah,
because we didn't really have there was no real outside.
There was no modern thing in
Mirage at all, which I was okay with, but and I enjoyed Mirage, but I really like that outside aspect too, which but yeah, no, this story already seems it's getting back to one of the things I really liked about it was that it was getting back to the Abstergo. It was getting back to the hacking into Abstergo type deal that we saw early on with Miles and stuff. So that's one thing I really am liking, just from the beginning. And like the beginning is, oh my God. I mean, there's just the beauty of the beginning of that game is ridiculous. I mean, just the way that in this game that you're using shadows, you're using you're just using your environment. It's I mean, literally it's like no other game.
Yeah, this, like I said, to me right now, story-wise, this is rivaling 2, and by 2 I mean 2 Brotherhood and Revelations.
Oh, you mean the whole
arc?
Yeah. That which was, I mean, by far. Actually, I met somebody the other day who actually they named their child, their child's middle name is what was his name? In
Ezio?
2? Ezio, yeah. Their child's middle name is like, or was it? I remember they told me something about one of their kids' name has Ezio in it.
You all right there?
It's warm in here. It's in the 80s, and
I'm telling you right now that while I'm there, you will use AC.
Oh no, I had the AC on earlier, but I could hear it through the microphone, so I was like, let me turn it off real quick.
Fair enough. I'm just saying while I'm there,
it'll be on.
we will use AC. And also, just as a heads up, probably that week, ladies and gentlemen, we probably won't go live on Wednesday night, especially if I'm going to drive down Wednesday night. We will probably go live on. We'll probably go live on Thursday once I'm there. I think we'll do. Okay. I think we'll do Thursday night. And just got a message from our other black friend, our fatter and blacker friend, Tyrus. Looks like the strike is over.
Oh, that's good.
No, it's not, because the judge is ordering them back to work. Oh. Rather than the contract being.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. So
you messing up the city.
Yeah. So that's not good.
No, that's not good. I didn't realize that.
Hey, so you want to see what our buddies have been up to over at Icy Sound Comics?
I would love to see what our buddies have been up to at Icy Sound Comics.
What do you think of that? That's an image.
That is an image. I like it. I like the fact that it almost it almost feels like his ear. I almost feel like the helmet should have been made a little bit differently to compensate his ears. It kind of does, but
the one thing I will say that people need to remember is that this is, if you're reading a comic book, this is one panel. Like this looks like it could be like a large image, and I guarantee you this is probably a 12 by 18 image as they drew it. Yeah. Now, obviously, you can.
And this is only a piece of the image, bro.
And the important thing to note is that this is hand-drawn, hand-inked. The color is usually digital, and then there's some digital overlay, like the bubbles. You can tell those were added after the effect, in post, if you will.
I like the art by Diego and Lawrence Iriarte.
Absolutely. And how about this one?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Mickey's in peril.
Oh
no! But again, hand-drawn, hand-inked, digital color. But man, and again, this is one panel.
All these panels are huge, and then they are shrunk down, except the ones that are, and actually, hell, even the ones that take up 2 pages. Still, it's that's still technically small.
Yeah. So they're having fun. I'm excited to see what we get here in the very near future. There's a lot going on at Icy Sound that I talked about over on Pop Culture Kaboom. Just pulling up my notes really quick here from when I was over there. So we've got blah 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 blah. Where are my notes? Hold, please. So we've got the Fantastic Worlds of Steamboat Willie, which is, we just showed a couple images from that, right?
Right.
So issue number 1 is going to be launching this fall.
Excellent.
And that it's going to pick up right where the classic Steamboat Willie short left off. And it's going to follow Mickey, Minnie, and a whole new cast as they travel across the 9 wild realms in a dimension-hopping, tune-packed adventure. Also coming, we've got Bushido Dog, which is this is a prelude to Midgard.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, wait, what? That's not something I heard of.
Yeah. So this summer we're dropping Bushido Dog, This will be a bi-weekly comic strip prelude to the larger epic Midgard. It's a tale of man's best friend on a warrior's path, an honor-bound journey filled with action, heart, and samurai spirit.
Yeah.
And again, this will be a bi-weekly comic strip that'll be digital online.
Oh, nice. Okay.
What else did we announce? We talked about the Charisma Chronicles. So this is where music, movies, and comics collide. The Charisma Chronicles is an anthology comic series based on J.D. Charisma's upcoming album, Lights, Camera, Action. Each storyline is inspired by a different major movie genre, sci-fi, westerns, thrillers, and more. And they're all tied to J.D.'s music and persona. Also, with this, there will be a week.
See him at Kaboom-Con.
We'll talk about that later. With this, there will be weekly comic strips starting in July, which will launch a whole new universe of characters, including Captain Charisma and the Gold.
Uh-oh. I missed all that. I'm going to refresh because you froze up on my side.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay. So
I don't know.
I didn't go anywhere.
No, I'm saying it was not for a second. Now you're back. So I'm just like,
no, your camera's garbage. You look terrible. So I don't know if you're having Wi-Fi issues or what, but.
And let me log out. I'll be back.
While he goes away, Jimmy asks, you took notes? No, I didn't take notes. I had notes prepared before I came on your show, so I knew what I would be talking about. I like to be prepared for my interviews. Yes, James got too excited, I guess. And Tyrus says, meh, going home. So you're not working? The strike's back on? What happened? I don't know. I'm very confused. Anyways, getting back to Icy Sound stuff, we also had an update on Fantastic Furious Fury Frog, which, if you haven't heard, this is a new comic book character, kind of a superhero in the vein of, I would say, like maybe Spider-Man. So coming this fall, Fantastic Furious Fury Frog. He's a teen hero grappling with legacy loss and the leap into heroism, inspired by his late firefighter father. It's a heartfelt, high energy, and a perfect new addition to the Icy Sound universe. Jimmy says, I was more prepared than him. Yes, that's not uncommon, though. While we wait for James to come back, I will move on for y'all instead of waiting for him. And Tyra says, after 3 weeks of striking, the judges ordered them back to work. Strike is over for now. So we recently announced, and I just want to talk about it again here because we want to get you all signed up, get you going. We have the Kaboom-Con writing contest. Enter if you dare. So this is a free entry, doesn't cost you anything. All genres are welcome. And the important thing here, though, is participants must be 18 or older. So the theme is paranormal tales inspired by Nevada. The submission period has already started back on March 1st, and you've got till June 30th to get your pieces done and in. So the word count, entries must be no more than 5,000 words. So these are short stories. The top 10 stories, so this is the prize. The top 10 stories will be published in a special anthology by 97 and Now Productions, LLC. Each winner will be presented with a copy, one paperback copy of the published anthology. So the reason that we need these in by June 30th is so that we can review them, decide who's winning, and then get them printed for y'all to get. There's that. And so the important thing is that your story, obviously the theme is paranormal tales inspired by Nevada, but we have some prompts that must be in the story. So Nevada, duh. Cryptids. So if you don't know what a cryptid is, go look it up. But it's basically, a animal type creature that is maybe real, maybe not. Chupacabra or Loch Ness Monster. Things of that nature. Ballet. There must be a reference to ballet in some form or fashion in your story. And then the line, who you gonna call? But you cannot complete that with the word Ghostbusters. So use Nevada's ghost towns, alien lore, and legendary mysteries as a canvas for yourself. Whether it's tales of Area 51, a haunted desert night, we want your unique take. So, we've also got the little QR code, so go ahead and give that a scan to enter if you are a writer and you're interested, or if you know somebody who's a writer. And we'll probably get this posted up on the page again soon so people can find that. Hopefully James will be back soon because I'm sure you guys don't love it when it's just me, but I don't want to delay, so we will keep going. We're going to talk about some new vendors that are coming. It looks like he might be back. Are you there?
Yeah.
Nice. Welcome back. So we're talking about some new vendors. So we just talked about the writing contest for Kaboom-Con.
I'm loving this Bulbasaur pumpkin Halloween style.
Yes. So this is they're called Pie Crafts, but they also do creatures by eCrash. So as you can see, there's a glow in the dark
Oogie
Boogie, and I like these sea turtles that are meant to look like desserts, like waffle cone arms and
that's cool.
Strawberries and
Ice cream,
drafts, and yeah, I mean a lot of their stuff is really cool. I was looking at their website, so go check out on Facebook Creatures by eCrash. I think they also have they have their own website as well. So
appearing at Kaboom-Con.
Yes, they will be at Kaboom-Con. Next up, Cartoon King Collectibles joining the show. They sell a lot of cartoon related toys, action figures, old school 80s type stuff. So
I will probably lose some money there.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too.
King of cartoons. Just kidding. Cartoon King.
Next up, we've got Freckled Fingers Studio.
Oh, nice.
Coming back. They were there last year.
Yep.
So welcome back. You can see they do a lot of purses, handbags, wallets, things of that nature. Excited to have them back.
Lose some money there too.
Renewal by Anderson's coming back.
Oh, nice, because I had zero clue what they were before.
Yeah, they do full service window and door replacement.
Yeah.
So welcome back, Renewal by Anderson. They upgraded this year. They wanted to be inside in the gym. So
nice. They said no more outside for us.
Yeah. Hordes Haven Crafts.
Nice.
They do a lot of Red fairs, actually. So I thought this was
why that doesn't surprise me.
Looking into them. So a lot of cool little
with dragons and stuff.
Dragons and lizards and
play some butterfly stuff.
Yeah. Micro mini metal dice sets. So nice. They're new. They're from Elko. So traveling in.
Okay.
Kyber Cave is coming back. For all of your saber combat needs. Can't call them lightsabers.
Legally.
But you can call them combat sabers.
Yep.
Excited to have them. I wish Weird Al was going to be here, but since he was holding one of them, I felt like,
oh, that'd be dope.
Let's throw him in. But unfortunately, no, we don't have Weird Al. See if I can make that happen. But we do have a number of guests, and we're going to talk about those guests here in a couple minutes, including a huge, massive announcement here in a minute. But before we do that, what just happened? There we go. Just as a reminder, what is Kaboom-Con 2? It's the kickoff to Halloween. This is a huge event, right? We're going to be starting Friday morning. You and I and our posse are going to get into the Carson City Community Center, get the place set up, ready to go, so that vendors can start showing up early, probably 11 a.m., noon on Friday to set up, so that by 6 p.m. we have the vendor exclusive time where the meet and greet, go around, look at each other's booths, ask questions, get to know your neighbor, because it's hard to do that during a busy con. We've been to some cons that not so busy, and you've got plenty of time to talk to people and just go look around. Kaboom-Con, on the other hand, not that way, or at least it wasn't last year, and we're hoping it will be the same this year.
Right.
So we wanted to create this time for the vendors to be able to get to know each other, mingle, and check out each other's stuff before the show. So that's Friday at 6 p.m. Then at 8 p.m.-ish, we're going to be doing a movie screening. But before the screening, We're going to have a cosplay contest. It will be Ghostbusters 2 themed because that's the movie that we're doing. So break out your best Ghostbusters 2 costume.
I was just doing it underneath you talking. So
no, I don't need it. Thank you. We don't need a copyright, by the way. We will be screening Ghostbusters 2 legally, legitimately. So get excited for that. But there will be a cosplay contest with the theme Ghostbusters 2. We also will have JD Charisma performing a number before the screening. So that'll be fun for the audience. Give him a little taste of what he can do.
The charisma.
And
Feel
then,
the charisma.
And then the screening, and then we'll call it a night. And then Saturday morning, 9 a.m., Kaboom-Con Day 1, Convention Day 1, with panels, presentations, vendors, game room, so much going on.
Have we decided what game room Day 1 was?
No, I need to get that locked in here in the very near future. But we will have 2 days of gaming. One day will be more focused on like RPGs and things of that nature, where the other day will be more focused on like board games and tabletop games. So then Saturday night, we will have the Ghost and Ghouls Masquerade Ball, where our opening act will be JD Charisma performing Lights, Camera, Action album in its entirety, all 8 tracks, start to finish, with visuals provided by Icy Sound Comics.
Ew.
So that'll be a lot of fun. And then once he finishes, we'll raise all the screens up and open up the stage, which will become a dance floor, and we'll have Fast Times dance party rocking out. So it's going to be a good solid 4 hours of fun, starting at around 7:30, going till probably around 11:30 on Saturday night. And then we'll come back. We're going to let people sleep in a little bit. We'll be back Kaboom-Con Day 2 with panels, events, presentations, vendors, all that kind of fun stuff. 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday. And then
get the hell out.
Maybe. I'm hearing there might be something Sunday night. So we'll see.
Oh.
We will see. But there's also going to be, I neglected to mention, there's more. Cosplay contest.
Oh, yeah. Both days.
2 separate cosplay contests, so you can compete in 2 different costumes, or if you don't win on day 1 in your costume and you want to wear it day 2, you could try again, right? But also a cosplay contest at the Ghosts and Ghouls Masquerade Ball.
So there's like a bunch of different masks.
4 cosplay contests in total.
Yeah.
Additionally, there's going to be 2 days of raffles.
2 days of raffles.
Yes, we will have tons of fantastic, fabulous prizes that can be won in these raffles. And right now,
fantastic prizes.
Some of them could be fantastic, absolutely. But right now, I'm going to show off some of those fantastic prizes. Are you excited? Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right. Let me switch this over here to make me the primary. There we go. All right. So I'll start with the one you've already seen. So this is Star Wars Droid Factory, and this is from the Star Wars Pride Collection. So a series of droids, an R2 unit, an R4 unit, R5, R6, R7, and R8. So 6 different droids. So kind of cool. So that's
Astromix.
Keep it in the Star Wars realm.
Oh,
Hera.
I didn't know they had a figure here.
Let's see. What do we got next? Do I have anything else Star Wars related? I do, but it's buried back there. This one's a fun one. How about a little golden book? Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
If you smell.
Yes, the last page.
Oh, action sequence.
Action sequence. Keeping it in the vein of some books. A graphic novel, Disney
Lightyear.
Pixar Lightyear.
The movie based on the toy. The toy that was based on the movie. Andy's favorite movie.
Next up, let's do this. How about a Marvel power icon, Captain America?
Oh, that's nice.
So this one, real character sounds, 14 points of articulation, button-activated character phrases, shield magnetically attaches to the arm or back.
Oh, nice.
And magnetic shield accessories.
Damn.
Just tossing stuff here. Let's stay in that vein. Another power icon, Thor.
Okay.
So this one, let's see, lights and sounds, 13 points of articulation, button-activated character phrases, spinning hammer action, and light effects. All right. How about this one you were pretty excited for when you saw his name, Loki. So this one has 13 points of articulation. The helmet is included. You can kind of see it hiding back there. Scepter's included as well. Button-activated character phrases, and he's got a hidden dagger. You can see it.
Always.
Yeah, he's going Assassin's Creed style. Let's stick with some Avengers related stuff. This one's pretty cool. This is a Hot Toys Cause Rider, Captain America. So it's kind of a little toy where you put a coin in and it kind of rocks back and forth, almost like a horse when you were a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got next? Let's see. We'll do this. This is a Disney Designer Showcase featuring Stacy Ioma, Jasmine, and Jafar vinyl figurine set.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, they're inside. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I was expecting to see them through the box or something.
Another one, Hercules and Hades.
Nice. Same artist or different artist?
Same artist.
Okay.
All right. Next up. It's hard. I don't have three hands. Otherwise, I would do all three of these at the same time. So I'll just do them one at a time. The Haunted Mansion Holiday. Santa Jack with Phineas.
Okay. Oh, one of the hitchhiking ghosts.
Oogie Boogie with Ezra.
One of the other hitchhiking ghosts.
And Sally with Gus.
The third of the hitchhiking ghosts.
That's right. So all three of those. All right, let's get into some Funko Pops.
These are big items.
Yelena Belova.
Nice.
Hawkeye. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Wasp.
Okay.
Wakanda Forever, Iron Man, Ironheart, Mark II.
Okay.
Wakanda Forever, Shiri.
Cool. I dig it.
And last but not least, Star Wars, Fennec Shand.
Who?
Ming-Wen Na, Book of Boba Fett.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Ming-Ne-Wa. Anyways, Mulan.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., yes, as well. I'm sure somebody's going to correct me as to what her name really is. But those are just some of the fantastic raffle prizes that will be available at Kaboom-Con.
There's more.
There will be more. There is more. So, peeling back the curtain, if you will, for a moment, talking about the raffle. So some people have expressed that the way that we did the raffle this last year maybe wasn't their favorite. That rather than, you just go into the bucket and you're qualified for every single thing. Maybe what if we say we put a bag in front of each item and people can put the tickets in what they want? Now, my fear with that is there will be certain items that only have a handful of tickets, and there will be other items that are just bursting because it's something people really want, right?
Right.
And I guess, I don't necessarily see anything wrong with that, but it does take more coordination, does take a little bit more effort. What are your thoughts?
Well, the fact of the matter is we have to be able to watch those.
To what?
Watch them. Like, because I don't want somebody coming up and like, oh, hopefully if they're there, they're good people and they don't want to just not trying to steal them. But
I mean, we will have some people working at the raffle booth, right?
Right, but I'm just saying, like, oh, is there going to be the raffle booth and then those are right next to it?
Yeah. So the item. So in my head, if we were going to do this, the way it would have to work is that the items would be behind the salespeople, and the person would buy tickets and say, "Okay, I want 1 in there, 2 in there, 3 in there, whatever."
Okay.
And then the people selling the tickets will handle that business.
Got you.
Yeah. So that's kind of my thought.
Okay. I mean, so they just didn't like to be being in the hopper.
I think they didn't like that everyone was in it for everything, and
there was only like there's some people that just wanted certain things.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, well, if that's what people want, we like to give people what they want.
Yeah, agreed. And so we do need to think about it. It's something we need to make a decision on here in the near future, how we're going to do that, so I can start creating the imagery and artwork to go along with it. But
I think, honestly, I feel that if that's what people ask for, and we have the stuff secured and we're putting the tickets in specific items, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Fair enough. So we will look to probably do that. So if you've got some thoughts, if you're going to be at Kaboom-Con, let us know. Either way, what you think. What are you eating now?
Oh, this is still that skirt steak. This is really good. Like I said, I'm saving. I had to put the pork loin and the brisket away because I need to save some for you.
I appreciate that. So over the last number of days, we have made some huge announcements in regards to special guests. And I have a huge, massive announcement to make today. But before we get to today's announcement, let's start with who we've already announced since our last episode.
Brent Anderson, it's back, baby.
Kaboom-Con is thrilled to welcome back the legendary Brent Anderson, the masterful artist behind some of the most iconic comic book stories of all time. Best known for his incredible work on X-Men, God Loves, Man Kills, Astro City, and Kazar the Savage, and more. Brent's story
dies the nicest dude in the world.
He really is. Brent's storytelling through art has captivated fans for decades. His detailed, expressive style and incredible ability to bring characters to life have made him a true comic book icon. He's amazing. If you didn't get to meet him last year, if you didn't take the time to go talk to him, do it, because this really is a true comic book legend.
Yeah.
Next up, Kenny Aitken. Kaboom-Con is pumped to welcome Kenny Aitken, a powerhouse visual artist, writer, game developer, and founder of Moonfire Lab, to our 2025 guest lineup. Hailing from Northern California, Kenny is best known for his self-published indie hit Apex Cybernetic Samurai Owl, a futuristic action-packed comic series that blends sleek sci-fi style with bold storytelling. But that's just the beginning. Kenny is also the creator and developer of Blue Heart Emoji, a unique multimedia project that fuses graphic novel storytelling with video game interactivity. It's art, it's narrative, it's gameplay, it's everything we love about creativity colliding in one epic experience. In 2024, he launched his own creative hub, Moonfire Lab, where he continues to develop comics, games, and stunning concept art. From oil and acrylic portraits to digital dreamscapes, Kenny brings a wild range of visual skills and storytelling magic to the table. His credits also include work on popular indie comics like DNF3, Alpha Betas, and more. When he's not creating, Kenny's leveling up his real world XP, currently studying Japanese with dreams of becoming a translator and cultural bridge for future projects.
Nice.
Next up,
welcome to Con, Kenny.
Salem T. Lin. Get ready to meet Salem T. Lin, the storyteller who just might be your favorite author's favorite author. A lifelong writer and indie publishing powerhouse, Salem brings a bold and unique voice to the literary world. As someone who handles every step of the publishing process, their stories are as deeply personal as they are gripping. Whether you're into horror, fantasy, or immersive storytelling, Salem's work is a must-read. Based in Reno and a frequent visitor to Carson City and Vegas, Salem is not only a talented writer, but also an LGBTQ plus advocate, a proud parent, and a creative force who refuses to let anything, including chronic illness, stand in the way of their passion.
Welcome to Kaboom-Con, Salem.
JD Charisma, prepare yourselves for an electrifying experience as we welcome the multi-talented JD Charisma to Kaboom-Con 2025. Who is JD Charisma? Well,
the second most electrifying man in sport and entertainment.
JD Charisma is not just a performer. He's a dynamic force in the entertainment industry, an actor, recording artist, and entertainer known for his boundless energy and captivating presence. His journey is a testament to breaking boundaries and redefining what's possible in music, film, and storytelling. What to expect at Kaboom-Con? Opening act at the Ghost and Ghouls Masquerade Ball. JD will kick off our Saturday night with a high-energy concert that's sure to leave you breathless. An exclusive panel. Dive deep into JD's creative journey, exploring his fusion of music, film, and comics. And an inside look at the Charisma Chronicles. Get an exclusive preview of his explosive new comic book universe, expanding on his cinematic album, Lights, Camera, Action. Join the movement. JD Charisma doesn't just tell stories, he lives them. His work fuses music, film, comics, and storytelling like no one else, proving that creativity has no limits. If you crave stories that shatter expectations, don't miss this opportunity. Stephen Yu. We are thrilled to announce that Stephen Yu, the visionary illustrator and independent comic book creator behind SYD Studios, will be joining us at Kaboom-Con 2025.
He's back.
Stephen's artistic journey began as a storyboard artist, collaborating with major brands like Toyota, Taco Bell, and Google. Fueled by a passion for storytelling and a childhood immersed in 80s, 90s action films, Jackie Chan movies, and martial arts manga, he transitioned to creating his own narratives. This evolution led to his latest graphic novel series, Joan, a high-octane martial arts medieval western reimagining of Joan of Arc. So what can you expect? Well, he'll be doing a workshop on drawing fundamentals for comic book making. Whether you're a beginner or an aspiring pro, don't miss the chance to learn from a seasoned artist who's done it all, from storyboarding for top brands to launching original graphic novels. Meet and greet, connect with Stephen, talk comics, swap stories, and explore the high-energy world of SYD Studios. And grab your copy of Joan and other exclusive artwork.
This is another kick-ass dude, man. He was just so awesome, so humble. I mean, we went out to dinner with him. Him, Lawrence, and Brent were talking shop, and I didn't want to get in the conversation. I just sat next to him. I was just listening, man. It was, man, these guys are, take your time. Like, if you come to this con, look, day one, do whatever, but before you leave on day two, make sure you take time. Stop by, talk to these dudes, because they will they will take time to talk to you.
Absolutely. And now comes the big announcement. This one I have been waiting to announce for over a year. This person was going to be at Kaboom-Con 1, but it just didn't end up happening. Some things fell through. They had family members getting married, and so I get it, right? That's important. But this person is finally coming. This has been a long time in the making, and I have been waiting to announce this. I actually had planned to announce this on Pop Culture Kaboom on Sunday when I was on there.
But you ran out of time?
No, well, I mean, Jimmy did try and cut me short. So, no, I literally got the 100% hard confirmation about 30 minutes after my interview on Pop Culture Kaboom.
Oh, okay.
So I've been sitting on this for 4 days now.
Bursting at the seams.
Because this one is big.
For Mark to burst at the seams, that takes a lot. Big man.
Thanks. So, are you ready for this one?
Y'all ready for this?
We are beyond thrilled to announce that the incredibly talented Don Aguillo will be joining us as a special guest at Kaboom-Con 2025.
Shut your mouth.
Don Aguillo is a distinguished comic book artist, illustrator, and writer based in San Francisco, California, with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in painting and drawing. Don has seamlessly blended traditional artistry with digital mediums throughout his prolific career. Creator-owned. Don is the visionary behind the creator-owned comic series Rise, which showcases his unique storytelling and artistic prowess. Now, you might be thinking, hey, I kind of know that name. I think I've heard it somewhere. Where might you know him from? Collaborations with major publishers. He has lent his exceptional talents to industry giants such as Image Comics, contributing stunning variant covers for titles like Spawn, King Spawn, and The Scorched. He also has done a lot of work with DC Comics. Don's versatility is further highlighted through his sequential work featured in the DC Pride 2023 anthology, as well as cover art for prominent titles including Superman and Outsiders.
What?
Yeah.
This guy is super nice too. I don't know. I can't. I met him somewhere, and he's super nice. This is crazy.
So
we only get the nice people, apparently.
Well, I'd prefer to try and keep it that way. So
I want any jerk showing up to this thing.
So Don Aguillo, I have been waiting so long to finally say he's coming. Excited. I love going through his page to find these different images to put together.
Is that Earthworm Jim?
Yes.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yes, that is here. We'll do this so we can look at it in a little bit more detail for you. That's
Jim.
Green Ranger and Rita Repulsa.
Oh, nice.
Krang.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
Chris Evans. Michael Keaton. Batman. Harley Quinn. And
Ivy.
I covered this one up a lot, but this image is so cool if you go onto his page and look at it. Like, just all the different characters that are in there. So anyways, check out his website, Art of Don Aguillo. Man, it is shaping up to be quite the event.
Is that a thank you, Lawrence thing?
It is, yes. Lawrence played a huge part in helping to make this happen. Diego as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure Steven helped a little bit too, since I know that they've engaged, and Steven was and Don were both at SatCon this last weekend.
Oh.
So I'm sure we got a lot of help from a lot of friends.
Hey, you got to come to this thing.
Yes.
If you're on the fence, don't be on the fence. Jump over to the other side. Get over to this cut.
So Kaboom-Con 2025 is shaping up quite nicely. It's going to be huge. I can't stress enough. You're going to want to be at this thing. Don't wait. Go buy your Dynamite badge now.
Get that Dynamite pass.
$60.
Kaboom! And that gets you into everything, baby.
That gets you into everything. Get you
or they say in the hood, everything.
Don't wait. You do not want to miss out on this event
because we only have a certain number of Dynamite passes.
Yes, we limited it to a couple hundred.
Yeah, so you get those now. You let those sell out, and then let the other people fight over what days they're gonna be there.
Yeah, get your Dynamite pass. Don't wait. It's over on Eventbrite. If you're a vendor and you're thinking, "Hey, I want to be a part of this," head over to Eventini. Sign up. We'll get you in. We've got One Kidney Wonder checking in. James, have you ever been to the hood?
Yeah, I didn't. It wasn't a great experience, but I've been there.
Yeah, especially in Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah,
talk about hood. But I genuinely, I'm so excited to meet a lot of these guys. I've met most of them, and they are really good people. These vendors, I'm excited. I approve them, right? We don't take on necessarily anyone and everyone. And some people asked me, Jimmy says, I didn't bring up the Dynamite pass on the show. Well, that's because on your show, I'm not allowed to talk about prices and stuff. Oh. So you can't sell or advertise that kind of stuff on community access radio.
Oh, that's crazy, but understandable.
Yeah, no, I get it. I can say kids are free, but I can't say
the cheerings.
Yeah. But Jimmy, you are absolutely, as much as you can talk about it, free to talk about the different passes badges that are available for the
event. Like the Dynamite pass or the sparkler.
Yeah, you can get yourself a sparkler.
I don't remember what that was. I remember it coming up with the name, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Was that 2 days of the con? Or was that the kids 2 days of the con? I don't remember.
Yes, you can just not mention the price. Oh, okay. I thought you couldn't even advertise that you're selling tickets or. So that's on me. And also you did cut me short. We didn't have enough time. I couldn't talk about everything. He didn't cut me short. He gave me the amount of time that he planned for, but he should have planned for more time.
More time,
especially since he is the ambassador
2
of the
segments.
Event. Especially since
he's waiting until we get closer to the actual event.
The name of the event is Kaboom-Con, based off of pop culture kaboom. Whatever. He says, I will be this weekend at the broadcast at Dreamwell Comics.
He's doing the broadcast from Dreamwell Comics?
Yes, I believe they're doing a live broadcast.
Was he doing that talk to text thing?
What?
Is he doing that talk to text thing?
I don't believe so.
No, because it's the way the grammar is. And I will be this weekend at the broadcast at Dreamwell Comics. It's like he doesn't talk that way.
I will be this weekend at. I don't know. I don't know. So tickets are on sale. By the way,
calm down, Master Yoda.
If you are interested, I'm throwing a link in the chat right now. Go get your tickets. We've got the Dynamite Pass, which is $60. That gets you into everything. It's going to get you a custom badge for the people who have the Dynamite Pass. And only the people who have the Dynamite Pass will have this unique lanyard and badge to wear.
Unique.
The Sparkler Pass, so that one's $25. So that gets you into both days of the con.
Yeah,
but only the con, not the movie screening, not the Ghost and
You want to come to those, you must pay.
Yeah. So get the Dynamite Pass. And again, the Dynamite Pass is limited to 200 people. So don't delay. Get your Dynamite Pass today.
Kaboom!
And yes, the Sparkler Pass, $25. That's going to get you both days of the con. And then, of course, we have the Gen Pop passes. Those are $15 for just one day at the con. And here's the main reason you honestly, like, you could just come to one day.
But you don't want to.
Well, and here's why. There will be unique panels and presentations each day.
Unique New York.
Indeed. So, you might come on Saturday to see, let's say, the Reno Video Game Symphony perform.
Oh, they're back?
They are.
Awesome.
But they won't be performing both days, right?
Yeah. Wait. Time out. Are we getting or are we just getting the jazz ensemble again?
Working on it. I'm trying to get the whole thing. We'll see.
I would love to get the whole thing.
But we're gonna have a panel with Don Aguillo, but it's not gonna be on both days.
One day.
We're gonna have panels with, there's gonna be a Pop Culture Kaboom live broadcast.
That's only one day.
So, there are things that happening on both days.
You get to meet me and Mark. That's both days because we'll both be there both days.
Maybe I'll make you be there both days and I'll just come one. Yikes. I just won't tell anybody which day I'll be there.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, could you imagine if I wasn't there, how that would go? So all of this to say, the one thing I neglected so far to call out that I absolutely need to call out is our proud sponsor, Visit Carson City, Nevada.
Carson City, Nevada.
Thank you to Visit Carson City, Nevada for helping us make this event bigger and better.
Jimmy's hella salty right now.
Indeed.
Salty as hell.
And I'm not seeing any comments. They just disappeared. That's kind of weird. They were there and then now they're gone.
Oh.
I switched pages. So anyways, Kaboom-Con coming in hot. So don't delay. Get your Dynamite Pass today. And if you're interested in being a vendor, I'm about to throw that information into the chat. Give me just a moment. We are also going to be looking for volunteers. We'll be getting those signups out here in the near future. We're still looking for sponsors. If you want to sponsor one of the events, like you want to sponsor the Ghosts and Ghouls Masquerade Ball, you want to sponsor the movie screening, you want to sponsor a cosplay contest,
I'll be calling you.
Yeah, let us know. We're looking for sponsors. We're looking for volunteers. But it's, I don't know, man. It's
bigger and better than ever.
It really is. It really is. And there's the link to Eventini if you are interested in being a vendor. I will tell you, James, I don't know if you know about Eventini, but I will be moving us more in the direction of Eventini for year 3, which I'm sure we're going to do. Because Eventini is really...
Still just 2 days, though, not 3 days, because that's just crazy.
Who knows? It's really a holistic solution, and I wish I had really known about it sooner. With Eventini, you're able to have your vendor signups, your volunteer signups, your sponsors. You're able to do your ticket sales. You're able to do surveys to send out to vendors or to guests.
Oh, damn.
You're also able to create your map, your floor plan. And it all interacts. So when you create your floor plan, right? And then you have a new vendor and you assign that vendor to a space and it automatically, boom, there they are.
Damn.
Right? Yeah, it is, as I've talked about for the last year and a half, I'm working on an ERP for the state. It's an enterprise resources product, right? It's a holistic solution for accounting and HR and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Eventini is a holistic solution for event planning like this.
Right. That's good. I didn't know that.
And I'm not getting paid by these guys or anything like that. Like the more I've looked into it,
he appreciates your product
and come to understand it, the more I'm like, this is the direction we have to go. If we're going to keep doing this, if we're going to do bigger events, if we're going to do more events, if we're going to do multiple cons a year, which is something we're looking at potentially doing down the road, this is the resource we need.
Eventini.
You can set up your event programming like this is happening at 9 and 10, and then it helps you to create the actual program if you want.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Where are these guys located?
On the internet. I don't know.
No, I'm saying because normally on the bottom it'll say like where they are.
I know that I spoke with one of their sales reps because it's not free, right?
Yeah, of course.
So I was talking to one of their sales reps who was based out of Georgia, but they also have
Georgia.
But they have some West Coast people as well, and so they're nationwide.
Not worldwide, but
not yet, and they haven't been around that long. So
nationwide.
They are growing. They, where I first got exposed to them was when I first started looking into GalaxyCon last year.
GalaxyCon
in San Jose.
Oh,
and GalaxyCon actually does a number of events. But I was looking at the one in San Jose, and I saw, they're doing it through this site, and I started looking into it. It was after.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah, It was after we had already started our year 2 and everything, and so it was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna do a full pivot.
Sorry,
bro.
I'm just trying to get these cans out of the way.
Are you drunk off 2 beers?
No, I had the can up here, and then the other one just fell.
Okay, but yeah, these Eventini does a number of large events. So some other ones that maybe you've heard of: Dragon Con, Fan Expo.
Yeah, I've heard of Fan Expo.
I'm looking at their list of events and groups that they work with. Dallas Pride.
No, that's different.
Dude.
What?
That's 3. Can you stop? Whatever it is you're doing. Oh, they work with iHeartMedia. So.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So all this is say they're doing something right over there.
Something right.
So I will also be setting up the 2 separate events through Eventini for ticket sales and that kind of stuff, rather than Eventbrite on those ones. So the Ghosts and Ghouls Masquerade Ball and the movie screening, likely I will be setting those up through Eventini. I got to look into it to make sure we can do the scanning easily and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I may
because Eventbrite sent us the scanners, right?
Well, no, they didn't send them to us. We did have to.
We had to pay for it. We had to rent them, yeah. But I'm saying, we got those through.
Yes, so I'm gonna have to. If I'm gonna have to get 2 separate scanners, then I might just do everything through Eventbrite just for the remainder of this year, and then switch over to Eventini moving forward. But
we still love you, Eventbrite.
Yeah, no, they're great. It's just I like the idea of having a one-stop shop. That's important.
And if you know Mark, he's all about that one-stop shop.
Absolutely. So what else is going on with you, man? Anything fun and or exciting?
Not a whole lot, man. Just been catching up, making sure I'm kept up on the wrestling, because I got to be ready for WrestleMania.
Yep.
Weekend.
You keeping up with Daredevil?
Yeah. I finished. I forget that it's on Wednesdays, and so I went on today because I was like, oh snap, I gotta check up on what's going on, and I was like, oh snap, 2 episodes, and I was like, did I miss an episode? And I was like, yeah, because they come out on Wednesdays, and so I missed last week, and so I watched last week and I watched this week, so I'm all 100% caught up through episode. Was it 5, 6? No,
6.
6. Yeah. How many episodes is supposed to be?
I think it's 19.
Damn.
I'll have to double check, but
that's forever. But this one, I'm telling you, like, I absolutely love the fact that this one is just as dark and crazy as a Netflix series. That's one thing I was like.
There are more F-bombs in this one than there were in the Netflix series.
Well, the thing is, what I dig about it is that it kept the grit, it kept the grime. I'm still sad. I'm still kind of pissed off that they killed old boy Foggy, and but yeah, that's whatever. But no, I'm liking the fact that Murdoch is literally like, no, I'm not trying to do this anymore. And you'll see what happens later. But like he's literally trying to set the persona aside, but every time he gets out, they keep pulling him back in.
It's like Godfather 2.
Yeah. And so and then Kingpin, I feel like Kingpin is more dynamic now.
Mm-hmm.
He's always been one of those characters you're like, I don't like him, but I do. Mm-hmm. And so, but at the and because Vincent D'Onofrio is just does it so brilliantly. But I think like this series, he's way more dynamic, and I think also because he got built up a little bit more from I think Hawkeye helped build him up leading in, and which gave us Echo, which he wasn't really in. No, he was. I'm just kidding. He wasn't Echo. Mm-hmm. And he was a big part of Echo, and I think that helped develop him as well. And then, seeing him here where he's elevated himself more is one of those things. It's like, man, and so him and Matt Murdock are both fighting against their natural instincts. Whereas Matt Murdock is to help people, Kingpin is to take total advantage of all his situations. And so like Kingpin he's fighting it, or Mr. Mayor Fisk, as if you will, he's fighting to keep that side, his dark side away. But you see it seeping in. You see it seeping into his duties as mayor, and you see Matt Murdock, who's trying to not go the vigilante route, not trying to go the daredevil route, but slowly you see it seeping in. I'm not gonna tell you what happens in this latest episode, but where you see it just seeping in, and it's like he wants to do it, but he's like, I can't. Unless it's, I guess it was more unless it's absolutely necessary type deal.
Well, and I do got to say that I think it's hilarious that you didn't even realize that the swordsman in this episode was in Hawkeye.
Yeah, no, like that's the thing is like I didn't even I didn't realize. I'm gonna have to. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again. Just watch the episode again. But yeah. We learn more. We learn more about Muse. In this newest episode, we learned a lot more about him, and that man's a true psychopath.
Oh man, you want to talk about psychopaths? You know what just dropped today? I didn't realize this until just now. The trailer for the movie Rust.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were gonna.
I knew they were. I knew they planned on finishing it, but I didn't realize that it was.
Yeah,
because they were already well into filming when when that incident happened.
I didn't realize they finished though.
Yeah, well, I knew. That's the thing. I knew they were going to continue filming, but I didn't realize they had. I didn't realize it had finished.
Yeah, I thought they stopped filming. I didn't realize they finished the film.
I knew they were going to finish. I knew it wasn't going to. If anything, they were. I don't know what they're going to say. They tried to pay. They wanted to finish it because that's what what was it? The cinematographer and the director just got hurt, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I knew, like, if anything, to pay homage to the cinematographer, and then to the director probably wanted to finish. If it's the same director, if they switch directors or whatnot.
Yeah. Anyways,
that just dropped.
Yeah, today, a couple hours ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right. Well,
speaking of psychopaths, that's crazy.
Oh yeah. Alec Baldwin is a bit of a psychopath. So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyway, besides that, what's up?
None. I'm thinking we're good. What do you think?
I think we're good too.
Well, we'll be back next week with some more fun. Hopefully, maybe more announcements. And yeah, we'll see you real soon.